Greetings and welcome, subjects, to another episode of Let's Play Warsim, the realm of Aslona. Right, let's try to figure out if I can remember what the save game name is. Yes, I think I got it right. So, 8 lands, a public opinion of -18, which I'm sure means something. Lots of gold. Let's hire some men. Let's see, some soldiers will do. I'll buy 100 soldiers. And let's hire some knights, I think. We can afford 4 of them, I'll buy 2. 4 by 2. Alright, do I have any exploration? Yes, I do. But I want to explore the eastern grasslands because I want to find the mystery slaver. That's new, I think. Oh no, it's not new, but the mystery slaver has several cages of linen sheets covering them. He offers each of them for 100 gold coins. Well, I'm not interested in slaves that much. Then I might buy some more slave soldiers, but I don't really need them right now, so that's old sandstone ruins, eh? We approach some old sandstone ruins. It is unclear what once stood here, be it fortress or town, or something else entirely. The only thing that is clear is that the time has allowed it to swallow it whole and left little behind. Cool. Of course, that doesn't really bring us close to anything particularly special. Let's go to the northern lands. Slavers Fort. Buy slave soldiers. Alright, I have to do math again. 5 each. I have 1,000 gold-ish. So... Let's try 100 first. Yeah, let's buy another 100. Wasn't entirely sure I could get all of them, but yeah, that's fine. So that brings our current troop count up to 412 soldiers, some almost 1,500 bandits, 6 knights, 10 goblins, and a lot of slaves. We should be able to do quite a good many things with that. Now, I just wanted to be sure for a moment. Because yeah, we defeated the hill witches. What was this? Yeah, the dark tiger folk. They were weak, and they had a lot of money. 16,000 gold. They don't need that much gold. They really don't. Let's see, I did throne room. Alright, let's see who's waiting to see me. You are visited by the arch-underling king from the lost dynasty of Kamul, who seeks refuge with you, being accused of murder. Yeah, sure. Visited by a cloaked figure as he appears before unnoticed by your guard. He identifies himself as a member of the Shadow Assassins and offers his service to you for a price. You know, this would be cool if I had any idea who I wanted to assassinate, but there's not really anyone, is there? Who can I get in? I can assassinate one of the people, Well, no. By a dark tigerman soldier that doesn't have a face. Alright. Well, I'll accept him. It doesn't really make any difference for me. Alright. Let's end the turn and actually go to war with the United Tsardom of Fudlirla. Oh, by the way, I did listen back to the recordings, or the other recordings, and I did notice that the music was still a little bit too loud. I've tweaked the settings a bit in OBS to dampen the music. I hope it helps. I think it does. But even that doesn't come anywhere near close to how loud the music is. I mean, it's loud enough in my ears, and I have my headset almost all the way down, so... Okay, we want to go raid, because we want to plunder their stuff. Now, I don't want any peasants. I'll send 500 of my slave soldiers. I'll send 200 of my regular soldiers. Now, the reason why I don't send everything every time, because there is a chance, there's always a chance, that one of the opposing kingdoms that I'm at war with, and I'm at war with a lot of them, might choose to attack me, in which case, if I don't have any defenses, they'll pillage my lands. Depending on what they choose to do, which is either raid, skirmish, or invade. If they invade, I lose a land. That's not good. I'll send 3 knights. I'll send 1,000 bandits. I'll send all my goblins. And yeah, you can all come. I won't want any blue tree. Right. Alright, he put up a good fight. Well, I don't think so. Since I have a battle score of 4,000 versus 700. I greatly outnumber the enemy, and they are weak as balls anyway. When arrive in the United Tsardom of Gruyere territory and prepare for battle that will soon take place. As you spot the strange buildings that adorn the territory, their forces emerge, and battle begins. I lost 24 men. They lost all their troops. And I steal 2,000 gold. You know what? Okay, fine. Maybe I should have brought more people. You see, I am not entirely sure if it matters how many people you bring on a raid. I think it does, because I think it determines how much gold you can carry away. Because I've played this game before I started this series, but I essentially just bull rushed with everything I had into a raid against an enemy that had way too much gold on their hands, and well, it seemed to matter there, but I'm not entirely sure if it does. In any case, we're being attacked by rebels. The militia have sent. Alright, well, let's watch the battle. We've defeated the attackers. Well, we still have 400 men, but we lost. They sent a lot of peasants. A lot of peasants. Some of our soldiers were killed, but you know. Did they send only peasants? No, they did send soldiers, but... Yay, we're being attacked by the United Tsardom of Gruyere. Alright. We've defeated the attackers. Great. Oh, Pius the Valiant was defeated by Stink the Hurried, the 4th. How amusing. Right, so... Trade goes in. Received some rent. The rent will never seem all that much. Let's see, earned 4 gold in interest. We enlist 44 peasants. Alright, so we're still gaining more peasants than we are turning into soldiers, which is good. I will need more lands, but you know. Alright, we need to pay people. The rebels enlist 4 soldiers on their 6 lands, bringing their total troops up to 807. Yeah, they were soundly beaten. So what were they trying to do? I mean, we raided. The bandits attempted to invade the land. A rebel attempted to raid, but were unsuccessful, yes. And they tried to invade. Invade me! You tried to invade me! The most esteemed king of Aslona. Very poor choice, very poor choice. I should really turn on my timer if I do this, but anyway. I can still see the OBS timer recording, so I just use that. In any case, I need to keep building up my troops, so let's hire more soldiers. We have 158. Well, let's buy 100 troops. And let's hire 2 more knights. Don't want to go overboard with the amount of money I spend on stuff. Is there anything in the laws of the land that I wish to change? Now, right now I'm just not making enough money. And yeah, the evil policies. The thing about the evil policies is, aside from the breathing tax and the walking tax, which I guess could make money at the cost of popular opinion, what does pillaging do? What does it actually do? I mean, I get that you pillage basically lands of the enemy when you raid, but what does pillaging do in a law form? I mean, evil policies do need to have some semblance of usefulness, in my opinion, at the very least. But let's continue for now. I don't feel like changing any of the policies, just not making enough money to do anything. So let's start, actually let's check the throne room again. Now that the rebel is no longer coming in, this is much easier to manage. But I do feel like I'm missing out on some stuff. For a popular game called Sudden Death. No, I don't want to play the game. Magical fruits. It claims it can be fed to soldiers to make them stronger. I'll buy the fruit. I mean, Blue Tree is quite useful when you're going against a particularly strong force, because it does boost your soldiers, and there is actually a Blue Tree farm somewhere out in the boondocks. I forget which direction it is, but I really just want to find the black market. Ooh, Fort Gortnack. Fort Gortnack is a strange fortress built of foreign architecture. The fort is presided over by Yuruk the Oppressor. The fort is filled entirely with orcs who are believed to have fled from the Orcish mainlands. There are Orcish mainlands? I mean, we do have Chaos Orcs, but, you know, I don't think these guys are from there. I suppose they will come in some other place. Not much point in staying here. Let's just buy some more slaves. Yeah, let's buy more slave soldiers. And let's buy some more slaves. Let's go with 100. Nah, we can buy another 100. Right, that'll do. Let's have a look at the independent territories. Right, they still have way too much money. They have a lot of units, but they are not all that dangerous. Still, I can't really send all that many people out at the present time. Well, nothing else I can do. I think my troops are very well situated at the moment. Yeah. I mean, I did lose some peasants in that raid, in that invasion, but it's not all that bad. And my slaves fill in the ranks nicely. Alright, let's go to the next turn. Let's attack the United Saddam of Fudor. Let's do another raid. No peasants. I'll send all my slave soldiers. And 250 of my regulars. I'll send 4 knights, 1,000 bandits, and all my goblins, and all of you, of course, and no blue tree. Right, so they are even lower on battle score because I have basically brought more people. Well, no, actually my battle score is lower, but I think... Alright, so we lost 9 troops, and we steal another 2,000 gold. We are attacked by our rebels. The militia have sent 3 troops. Oh, what great fortune. I don't have to watch the battle, but I do anyway. We defeated the attackers. The rebels have lost 26 men. Yeah. There's a lot of rebel peasants. But so far it doesn't seem like they did much damage to me. Let's see, the rebels tried to invade us. Invade us! Darn rebels. Right, we don't even have all that much money this time around. What is going on with my money? Let's see... Expense report. Yeah, I could do with a total. Let's see. We barely gain anything from the harvest. My bandits pillage a lot of gold from the rebels and all that. Doesn't seem to end up in my coffers though. Well, I still need to hire some more troops, so let's see how many troops there are. I'll buy 100. And now I'm almost broke. Alright. 1 visitor. I don't want to play the game. I mean, I'm sure it's a perfectly innocent dice game and all that, but you know, I just don't feel like playing it. Alright, let's explore. Black market. You encounter a little wagon carrying various goods. The wagon master, who identifies himself only as Wagon Man, recognizes you and bows. He requests a trade agreement with you. Well, sure. There's a couple of random encounters you can come across. Unfortunately, we didn't come across them this time around. Let's have a look at the rebels. They have a total of 1,400 men. They have almost no gold. I could bribe them to disband if I ever gained 8 million gold, which is unlikely because I could just easier just kill them. It's just much easier. Yeah. Wait a minute. Pink killers. All the pink killers troops. Well, they're probably not. I mean, the pink killers are essentially... I figure they're sort of like outlaws, much like the other outlaws, the bandits and all that. They're probably stealing from me. The pink killers are probably a slightly standout group in that regard. They're a nuisance most of the time. Alright, one more turn. Let's attack the United Tsardom of this, and this time I think I'm gonna invade. I'll send 400 soldiers in. 150 of these. 4 knights. I'll send 1,000 bandits again. All my tribals and all of you, of course. And I'll use 5 blue tree. Just to have a little bit of extra land under my belt and, you know, gain more people every time. Right, invasion success. We gain loot, land and territory. Well, we gain 1 land. I mean, if we gain gold from this, it is not mentioned here, and I don't think I noticed it really at the end. We not attack this time. Alright, so again, somewhere there's gold going missing. And I really need to start dealing with the rebels before they become too powerful yet again. But our gold is low, but we do have another land, so neat. But that'll have to do for this episode. Thank you all for watching. See you all next time.